Hello and welcome to episode 13. So the final part really of the slider divider build was to put a handle on it and to fit these clasps, which are like you would put on a suitcase, where they separate but they hook over. So I push it up here, undo the clasp, undo this side, and down it comes, just like that. And it goes up, and it hooks on, and it hooks on that side. I have got to, well, I was thinking of putting maybe a map on here, however, I quite like, let me stand out the way, I quite like how this pattern is on the plywood, and I might just wax it, don't know. But this one, because I'm going to put sort of a bench seat down here, I'm thinking of sticking some kind of a thin layer of foam with whatever fabric I use to cover the seat pads and the backrest there, to make it all kind of quite uniform. So that's that. But now I can move on and hopefully get a little bit of the wiring done. Today I've started to have a look at this split charge relay gizmo, and you may have seen in the previous videos I was feeding the cable through to the back. Well, it's ended up just here. I've popped it under the floor here, so it goes under the passenger seat, and then it comes up behind the trim where the seat belt for the passenger is, and then up into the ceiling. I've got to fix it onto here. There's a bit of a contraption going on. So what I have done is I fitted the cable coming from the living area. I've not put the split charge in yet, but this is my cable and it goes under here. Can you see that? Yep. Comes round here and then into there, and it fits here. And then there will be a fuse that goes in just here and it will bolt down. But for now I've just bolted it onto the terminal, but there's no fuse, so it's not going to have any juice flowing. This is the one that the previous man fitted, and that's going off to some lights in the rear. So here it is, my split charge is fitted. I originally was going to put it somewhere, maybe back here on part of the wood. I've just got some cardboard lengths at the minute, but I thought if I need to get to it to do any kind of adjustments or replacement or mending, it's going to be a real pain. So what I've opted for in the end is, this is hidden away, I'll just knock the tripod, this is hidden away towards the back of the passenger seat. So I've got a small piece of plywood and I've drilled holes in it and put a cable tie through at the top and bottom, and I have strapped it to the rear leg so that if I need to get to it, all I need to do is cut these two cable ties and then I'll be able to pull it forward and do what I need to. So what happens with this, you've got two of the larger cables going into it. One is coming to the front to the starter battery, and the other one is going to the back to the leisure battery. There's one other cable, which I don't know if you can see it, but just here there's one tiny little black cable which is the negative, and that you're supposed to fit to the body of the vehicle. However, rather than drilling another hole, it was only about a metre to get back to the starter battery, so I have fed a cable back to the starter battery and put the negative onto the terminal there, which is grounded onto the vehicle. So that's the first part of the split charge, now that I've got it fitted to the starter battery. I'm just coming through Brighton and I have, got the sun in my eyes. I've managed to find my map, and it was £3. But I also wanted to catch, there's a cool band just outside Marks and Spencer's across here, and they're really good. They were just playing something from the film, La La Land. See, it's in there somewhere. I might be a bit thick, but I'm going to go back now and start and do some work on the van. Oh, I missed the other bit. I was just on the bus and they're all delayed now because some guy managed to wobble off the pavement backwards and crash into the bus. So now the bus has stopped in the middle of the road and all the buses are backed up both ways, which is great. So I'm walking. As one of my intermediate jobs, which I need to do when I'm not sleeping in the van, and because I am house sitting this week, I'm not sleeping in the van. I have got my friend. This is my friend Phil McCrevice, and I'm gonna fill my crevices. So I had one of these before. I can't remember if I had to cut anything off. I don't think so. I think you just squirt. This one's slightly more expensive. The basic one you can get in Wix is about $5.50 or something like that, and this one's $6.50, but it comes with a little spout on it and it's got a good trigger, and it also has a little thingamywhatsit, I think's the official name, that you can put in there. You do get a pair of gloves as well with it, but they're the little crappy ones, so I've got some proper latex kind of gloves, which will do the job better. I have covered everywhere, not that you can see it, with black polythene, or I've got a big, you're currently sat on the bed, hope it's comfy, on a piece of cardboard, and everything is covered up. There's some stuck to the old lino, but you literally have to hack it off. But it's not too hard afterwards. You can do it with a little hacksaw or something, but let's have a little go. See if it goes where I want it to. Oh, hello. A bit lively today, Phil. But I thought if I do this first, then I can. Apparently it expands to, oh, look at that. It's just dribbling. It expands to 30 times the size of the can. I did read it, but I kind of got bored. Instructions are for amateurs, not professionals like me, dear. Oh dear. It's a bit like squirty cream gone wrong. But get some. Everyone should have a go with this stuff. Oh, I've had a go at that bit before. Move me wires out the way. Get you dribbling. Be quite fun to have a go with this if you're doing some kind of a crafty project. Oh, don't you be, are you? Oh God, I've got to clean some up. I'll catch you later. It's a messy old business, as you can see. I have put my cardboard down for the fallout, but it needs about 24 hours to dry properly, so I don't need to sleep in here until Thursday, when the fumes should be gone and it should be dry enough to chop the excess off. Now, you probably can't see all of what I've done, but I have boxed in this wheel arch and filled it with insulation. I have stuck some pieces of wood onto the wall so that I can fix my fuse box and everything like that to there, and all my wiring and my inverter. So that's about maybe about 18-20, something like that. So that should be good for screwing to. This is boxed in. I have got my leisure battery in here. I fixed the frame to the floor. That's glued down mainly, but it's got the odd screw where it will fit into the beams under the floor. And then I've made this little box to go over the top. I've only got one leisure battery for now, but there is space for a second one. And there's a little hole, handily, already in the wood, where the battery, the split charge cable will go through there. I will route a piece of conduit and that will stick in like so, and that will have my split charge cable going through. Can't really do much more until I wait for the glue to dry, and also, as you can see, it's a bit dark and I want my tea. So that's it for this week. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Please do subscribe to my channel. The button is somewhere here. Give me a thumbs up and I will catch you in the next video.